Room for bear?
The below freezing temperature.
Testing, there it is. Ooh, welcome everyone. Good evening everyone and welcome to Strongville PTA's annual Founders Day celebration and Ohio PTA Achievement Award presentation. My name is Katie Drake and it is such a gift to serve as this year's council president. I don't take that lightly and nights like this remind me why we do what we do. We'll begin our evening with the Pledge of Allegiance. So if you could all stand. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you all for being here. We are so excited to celebrate and honor this year's award winners from across our PTA units. Thank you all so much for being here, and to our recipients, family, and friends, a very special welcome. The people we honor tonight are able to give so much because of the support you give them at home. Special shout out to my husband, Rodney, who does way too much. On behalf of Council PTA, it means so much to see so many familiar faces from across our school community gathered together in one room. I'd like to extend a warm welcome to our district administrators, including Dr. Ryba, Jenny Pelko, our incredible staff members, and our Strongsville City School Board of Education members joining us this evening. We are so grateful for your partnership. The Ohio PTA's mission, every child, one voice, is not just a slogan. It is something we live out in this district every single day. To our previous Ohio PTA Achievement Award honorees, thank you for your years of devoted service to the children of Strongsville and to Strongsville City Schools. We stand on your foundation. You have built something that has allowed us to grow and has helped create something really special here. If you are a previous award winner, please stand to be recognized. Thank you. The Ohio PTA Achievement Award is one of the highest honors our state organization presents. It was created to recognize, sustain meaningful service to children and public education, not just a single event or a single year, but years of leadership, advocacy, and heart. When we say one voice, what we really mean is that together, alongside our administrators, teachers, staff, and family, we stand united for our students. We advocate for them, we support them, and we believe in them. Before we begin presenting tonight's awards, I wanted to share a story. When I first came to Strongsville City Schools, I was awarded the Ohio PTA Achievement Award. And I'll be honest, I really didn't know what it was. I invited a few of my friends to come, and they supported me. Afterward, they were completely shocked by how impressive the evening was. One of them told me she thought we were going to be sitting in a classroom on a circle time rug with toys and tiny desks all around her. She was picturing story time. Instead, she got a full production, and that's when I realized, clearly, neither of us fully understood Strongsville yet. Because if there's one thing we do well here, it's this. We take things to the next level in Strongsville PTA. We don't just enough, we honor big, we celebrate well, and we show up huge for our kids. Founders Day is about pausing and reflecting on the founding of PTA more than 125 years ago, and the mission that began then, to advocate for our children and to give them a voice. It's about gratitude, it's about legacy, and it's about honoring people well. I wanted to say a few thank yous. I also wanted to welcome our PTA members and our past and present unit and council presidents. Thank you for showing up, for leading, and for continuing to pour into this work. PTA only works because people say yes. Yes to serving, yes to volunteering, and yes to being a voice for our kids. A heartfelt thank you to the Strongsville Middle School principal, John Taloni, and the entire SMS staff for opening your building to us, and a special shout out to Renee Strong for doing our amazing PowerPoint presentation. We are so appreciative of Scott Benson and SCS TV for recording this program and helping everything run smoothly. And how beautiful was it to walk in and be welcomed by the SMS quartet. Let's give them another round of applause. I also wanted to give a huge thank you to Michelle Hill, Roxanne Marshall, our Founders Day coordinators, along with all the volunteers who worked so hard to plan this evening. And a special shout out to Jessica Platt and Amanda Malinowski for being our Prep Day heroes. Your time, energy, and your attention to detail shows. We are so grateful. Woohoo! So now let's celebrate these amazing individuals. So surprise, the first person on here is presenting the Council PTA Award, and it's myself. So you guys are going to be sick of me by the end of this evening. So I would like to call forward Officer Aaron. And I'm going to say something little or big about you. So more talking. Tonight we have the privilege of recognizing someone who makes a lasting impact on our students, especially our incoming kindergartners, our fifth graders, and our outgoing eighth graders. Officer Aaron Polt serves as our DARE officer, and through that role, he does so much more than teach a program. He builds relationships, he creates connection, and he helps our students learn how to make good choices, not just now, but as they grow older. For welcoming our youngest students as they begin their school journey, to guiding our fifth graders through DARE, to supporting students as they prepare to enter high school, Officer Aaron is a steady and trusted presence. We asked some of our fifth grade students what they appreciated most about Officer Aaron, and I wanted to share some of their words tonight. Brianna said, "Thank you, Officer Aaron, for coming in and always teaching us to make good choices when we are older." Caitlin also agreed with that, but also said you were very protecting and kind and funny. Jilly said, "You were really fun and kind, and you make DARE fun." Hilariously, Charles said my favorite activity has been the drunk goggles. And Katrina said, I love your DARE lessons, and I really like how you have a bag full of toys. So apparently you're Santa in your spare time. DARE is about helping students understand consequences and make safe choices, but what makes it powerful is the person delivering the message. Officer Aaron makes learning engaging. He makes it memorable, and he does it in a way that makes kids feel seen right where they are. Sometimes with a lesson, sometimes with laughter, and sometimes with a bag full of toys. Officer Aaron, thank you for protecting our schools, for investing in our students, and for showing us up with both strength and kindness. It is an honor to recognize you tonight.
Okay, well, first off, I assure you guys the drunk goggles are purely educational. I go to schools with bags full of candy, toys, and rubber chickens, and gotta get an award, so I don't know what to say about that. I'm not very good about making speeches. I know it's probably a cliche statement to make, and I'm thinking about it right now that I probably should have listened to my wife and used ChatGPT. However, I see multiple principals, I see the superintendent, and I think that'd been very bad taste. So, I'm just gonna be honest, speak from the heart as I always try to do, and as Katie knows very well, I'm usually very over-the-top honest with everything. So, first off, I just want to say thank you, not just for the award, but for everything. 12 years ago when I got started in this job with the police department, I admit that DARE was definitely not on my radar. I was very much like a kid. I had no plan. I had no major goals in terms of what I was going to do within the department. Fast forward 70 years when I was at a crossroads trying to figure out exactly what my plans were, I still had no idea, and I promise you again that DARE was nowhere on my radar. However, here I am, and I find that things generally work out for a reason, and I think in many cases the job kind of picks you. So, I'll just say it. Guys, the last 6 years have been probably the best years of my life. Oh my God, am I gonna get emotional? No. So 6 years ago, approximately, I went from being night shift officer patrolman Plutz, night shift officer Plutt, an unknown, to becoming DARE officer Aaron, and it has been an amazing ride, and I've loved every minute of it for the past 6 years. It's very rare to be able to go to work and truly be excited, to look forward to going to work, and actually to leave work with a smile on my face. That even on the occasional rough day, I still find myself smiling. So it's been a great experience, and it has truly had a big impact on me. Working with the kids, being in the schools, and getting to know everybody here, whether it be the teachers, the administrators, anybody who works within the schools, and not to mention the kids, and also you parents for that matter. Being able to develop those relationships with everybody has been truly a great experience for me. And I do feel strongly that this job has made me a better police officer. It has made me a better husband, a better father, and I think overall a better person as a whole, just in general. Although my wife probably will divorce me if she has to listen to another DARE or Safety Town story at the dinner table. This job has just had a great impact on me, and I want to say thank you to everybody here again, because the truth is, I can't do any of this stuff alone. I cannot do it without the support from everybody in the community. Between the schools who have been welcoming me and give me the gift of time to be in the classrooms, my department who has entrusted me with the position has given me the necessary support, and also, because I do see a councilman in here, I feel the need to mention it, having a great city who has not only supported what we do in spirit, but have also just given us the resources to be able to do the things that we do for the kids. So I'm just very grateful for all of it. So again, thank you. I could not do it without you guys, and without you guys, there would be no Officer Aaron. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you to everybody.
All right, next we have up SEPTA, presenting their Ohio Achievement Award, and this is Julie Kirby.
everyone. Good evening. It's my distinct honor tonight to present the Strongsville Early Childhood PTA Ohio PTA Achievement Award to a colleague and friend who has gone above and beyond for the families and children in our community. And our award recipient this year is the incredible Elise Holt. After joining SEPTA 3 years ago, Elise very quickly became an integral part of our organization. In 2024, Elise joined the board of SEPTA and took on the co-chair of Children's Party's role and supported community outreach initiatives. This year, Elise has served as our vice president, truly working around the clock. I swear that she has a clone out there somewhere because none of us can figure out how she manages to get all of the work that she's doing done on top of her full-time job. She's put so much effort into the coordination of our Early Childhood Resource Fair last fall, which is a huge undertaking. She also introduced and is overseeing a new large family outing committee, which ensures that our family's favorite events can continue year to year, regardless of our changing membership. And this really helps make our initiatives more sustainable for the future. From day one, Elise has been committed to introducing and supporting fundraising for the organization, which we know can be hard to find volunteers for and is so, so important. She goes above and beyond to fundraise for our annual preschool prom, spending countless hours seeking donations. She was also co-founder of a new fall fundraiser this year and continues to bring creative ideas for new events and initiatives to the table all the time. Elise is always the first to put her hand up and help another member with a committee or an event, and I swear that she's probably on every committee that we have this year. I'm pretty sure that's actually true. I don't know how she does it. And she always wants to support others and volunteers to help whenever anyone might need it. She is truly a member that we know we can count on. Members consistently say of Elise that she was the first person to approach them and welcome them into the organization, and it means so much to them. She goes out of her way to reach out to new members and families and to help them feel included in SEPTA and to really find their way at the beginning of their PTA journey. She wants to see others thrive in the PTA, often reaching out to help people plan their first event or join their first committee, which can be a really big and intimidating step for people just starting in the PTA. She brings an infectious smile and honestly a lot of fun to our work, which we all truly appreciate. As Elise continues on in her PTA journey in the future, we know that Sarar will be very lucky to have her, so look out. She and her clone are coming. You are very lucky. Her dedication to the PTA has been inspiring, and her hard work and commitment have already made a lasting impact on SEPTA. Elise, we are so grateful for your leadership and your tireless efforts to make our organization better. Congratulations once again, my friend, on this well-deserved recognition. We are truly lucky to have you.
Good evening, everybody. I am very honored to accept the Ohio PTA Achievement Award on behalf of SEPTA. This recognition means more to me than I can fully express, especially because it comes from a group of peers who have become my closest and now lifelong friends. During COVID and all the uncertainty, my outgoing personality felt smaller. I still remember sitting at home one night in tears, telling my husband I felt like I had no friends in Strongsville. I felt disconnected and unsure where I fit in. I needed a community. Everything changed with a simple play date. My husband came home one day in May and said, I got Henry's friend Andrew's mom's phone number in the parking lot. Text her, they're going to the zoo this weekend. So what started as a play date for our boys became a friendship, the two people that truly needed it at that time. That August, Katie had mentioned that she was attending a SEPTA ice cream social and that had been posted on the daycare door. and asked if I was going. I wasn't quite sure what I was going to walk into, but after hearing another daycare mom, Katie Lewis, she said, "Elise, you should come join SEPTA." Not once, but 3 different times over the course of a few days. Truly solidified my decision to go from there, and my community began to grow. That night, I met more incredible moms and women who I quickly realized were seeking the same community I was. What once felt like having no community quickly turned into finding my people, a group I connected with instantly and wondered where they had been my whole life. These past 3 years in SEPTA have shaped me into a better version of myself. It's reignited the confidence I once feared was lost and brought back the Elise that I thought had disappeared. More importantly, this experience has fueled my desire to help create that same sense of belonging and connection for others in our community. SEPTA just didn't give me just the opportunity to serve, it gave me the friendship, purpose, and belonging, and for that I'm very grateful. I'd also like to say thank you to all my friends who have nominated me and just support me through some tough times. Anytime I need anything, they're always there, and thank you to my husband who gets kind of drug into pretty much everything I do. So thank you, I love you, but thank you again, everybody.
SEPTA does an amazing job. I'm always so impressed at all the community that's built there. Just want to give that little shout out. I also wanted to bring our next presenter. I actually don't think they're here. So I will be receiving the reward for Nicole Engel. She was SELP's awarded recipient, and she could not be here tonight, unless she is. I did not see her. Nope. Okay. She is a wonderful lady, and she actually comes a lot to our president's meetings. She is pregnant, so I think she's close or maybe in labor right now. So next, I'd like to welcome Kate Mossenberger to the stage to introduce Chapman's award winner.
Thank you, Katie. It's my honor tonight to share our reasons for nomination for Jill Wagner for the Ohio PTA Achievement Award for Chapman. With our time at Chapman coming to a close as we head towards middle school, can't believe we're here, but there's no better moment than tonight to celebrate someone who's made these years so special. Jill's friendship has brought joy, support, and plenty of laughter to every step of our PTA journey. Jill's been a dedicated member of our PTA since 2017, when her daughter first started as a kindergartner at Chapman. Today, Jill serves as our co-president, which is, by the way, her most favorite role yet. And I could list for you the many events that would not have happened without Jill's help, but we would be here far too long, so it might be faster just to mention a few things, as there's not much she hasn't helped with in her 9 years at Chapman. Jill's the person who never leaves a job undone and never hesitates to step in whenever help is needed. She's our unofficial Chapman Welcoming Committee, always the first PTA face new families see as she assists every year with our kindergarten orientation. She has captured countless memories, shaping our yearbooks for many years, has served breakfasts to buddies and grandparents alike. She supports family events, fundraising efforts, holiday programs, and bingo nights, and continues to volunteer and attend at nearly every single PTA event that we host throughout the year. We have come to rely on Jill and her truck, thank you, Chris, time and time again to transport supplies, equipment for events and parade floats, and everything in between. If there is a need and Jill hears about it, she simply shows up, no questions asked. But what truly sets Jill apart is her passion. She cares just as deeply about the success of our school and community as she does about her own family and friends. Jill works tirelessly to create a better experience for all Chapman families and does it with sincerity, humility, and so much heart. Tonight, we're thrilled to recognize Jill with this honor and to simply say thank you. Thank you for your time, energy, creativity, and the love that you've poured into Chapman. Our PTA, our school, and our families are better because of you.
clown on how to follow that. Is it on? Can you hear me? I should have followed Officer Aaron's wife into chat PT as well. Okay. First, I'd like to thank everyone from Chapman for presenting me with the Founders Day Award and congratulate all the others tonight. And thank you, Katie. That was very nice and very, yep. I don't like to do this. Okay. I'd rather be behind the scenes than in front, which is true. It's true. I was very fortunate as a kid to have my mom at so many school events. My mom was at everything wait a minute, let me start. See, I don't like to do this. My mom was, my mom was even my CYO baseball coach. And if you think that means she took it easy on me, you're wrong. Because of my mom, I knew I wanted to be involved with my kids as much as I could. Well, my first PTA meeting did not go as expected. I met some of the women with the best RBF faces I've ever met. After that, there was a sweet little redheaded woman who approached me and made me meet a few of our other women friends. Without Roseanne, Michelle, and Nikki, I don't think I would even be up here tonight. PTA has left me with some core memories, like the never-ending Polar Express popcorn movie day. And I swear, on a good windy day, I still smell popcorn in my hair, and it's been like 8 years. If you know, you know. And for the Mother's Day flowers, that I still need to apologize to the custodians and the bus drivers. That is the reason why we put a cap on so many that they can buy. We literally ran out of flowers, and we bought red Solo cups and flats from Mark's, and we're putting the dirt in the flowers and selling them to the kids. It was a thing. I'd like to thank Mrs. Harrell. You're such an amazing asset to Chapman and such an amazing role model to all of our students. This award may have my name on it, but I can never have been able to do it alone. The best part of PTA is the friendships you make along the way. The bonus is all the smiles from the kids. I have to thank my kids. Lillian, who is in 8th grade at SMS, was the start of my Chapman PTA days. And Colin, who is now in 5th, is the end of my run. I'm so proud of the both of you. My biggest thank you goes to my husband, Chris, the man who loudly says, "Where's your paycheck?" every time I come home from another PTA function. All joking aside, Chris is the last one at every event to tear it down and to clean it up. He's the one who lets me steal all of his construction cones for one thing or another, or he shows up with his backpack blowers to blow off all the water from the blacktop after a huge thunderstorm the day of our fun run. Chris also goes along with, "Hey, I have an idea. So there's this parade, and Tricia, Katie, Karen, and I want to use my truck as a float." He just smiles and laughs. Chris, thanks for being such an awesome PTA husband. You are the best. I also like to thank my truck from Mother's Day flowers to carnival boots to parades to food bank drop-offs and everything in between. Thank you all, and congrats to all the winners. And thank you for putting up with my rambling.
Yes, thank you to the truck. It was great in the parade. I'm a huge fan. So next I'd like to welcome Kelly Lang to the stage for Kinsner Elementary's PTA Achievement Award winner.
Good evening. It is my pleasure to present Principal Lou Marconi as the recipient of Kinsner PTA's Ohio PTA Achievement Award. From the first meeting that I ever had with Lou to discuss PTA plans, he was open-minded, enthusiastic, and ready to support the Kinsner community in whatever ways he could. He may have gotten more than he bargained for as he said yes. Katie, he says yes all the time and time again, to fundraising and pride incentives. This resulted in him being pied in the face. He's been silly stringed. He's been dressed as an inflatable sumo wrestler, and he was even duct taped to a wall in the name of supporting Kinsner PTA and all of our students. However, the countless hours that he has spent tirelessly working to improve everything from the parking lot flow to overcrowded lunches to PTA events is even more impressive than all of the crazy stunts that he's pulled for all of our fundraising efforts over the years. Who at Kinsner hasn't seen Lou carrying cones or holding a stop sign, all in the name of making our parking lot a little safer for the students and families? He supports our families and our students with a big smile on his face, and he takes joy, true joy, in one-on-one interactions with our students. And for an example is when the students have the reward of principal for the day with Mr. Marconi by their side as they make funny rules for our students and get to hand out pride tickets in the hallways. He is very creative, he's organized, responsive, fair, energetic, and always willing to try new ideas. He is an incredible supporter of building a strong sense of community among our Kinsner staff, students, and families, even as he ensures the orderly running of a large and busy elementary school. We are so lucky to have him as the principal of Kinsner Elementary, and I know that Lou will continue to do great things to strengthen Kinsner in so many ways because he truly cares. So thank you very much, Lou, and congratulations. You are so deserving of this.
Your check will be in the mailbox. No, I'm deeply honored by this recognition. I want to thank the Kinsner PTA, Kelly, the Strongsville PTA, the Board of Education, Dr. Ryba, Mrs. Pelko, for your steady leadership, for your contributions. I know that we wouldn't be here today without all the support that you provide. I want to thank the leadership of the Kinsner PTA specifically. The partnership's been transformational. I mean, we've added so many meaningful resources to our school. The updated playground is like, I'm surprised we don't charge for that thing. It's beautiful. We have the Mustang Market, and we refresh those prizes all the time. We have these wonderful experiences that our PTA helps fund, and it provides just a great place for the Kinsner kids. We've seen our referrals go down, and the overall mood and climate is up, and that's a large part due to our PTA. Another thing that the PTA has contributed to Kinsner is sensory resources. We have a ton of sensory resources. It's not just to students on 504s or IEPs. They're accessible to all kids, and they're all over the place. They're in every classroom, and those changes don't happen without the time, energy, and efforts of our PTA. A special shout out to Kelly. I mean, you guys just got a little dose of Kelly Lang. That's Kelly Lang all the time. She's our former PTA president. She's positive. Her sense of humor is unmatched. There's this contagious enthusiasm. You can come in, and she's just like a little bottle of energy drink is what she is. She's my 5-hour energy shot. But you make things exciting. You know, when I say yes, I know you bring this energy to you, and before I know it, I'm getting pied or taped to a wall. But I have to admit, it's usually worth the laughs and the memories. But your consistent positive attitude and resilience in the face of challenges inspire us, and Kinsner's in a better place because of you. I want to thank my wife, Cassandra. You have been my best friend and confidant. You've supported me through the highest and lowest of moments. When we decided to move across the state to become I wanted to follow my crazy dream of being a principal, you were like, okay, let's leave our whole life behind and do it. And then when we came back, you followed me there too. When Mom passed, you stepped up and you held the weight of our family, and I can't comprehend that. So thank you for your love, support, and kindness over the years. My little girl, Charlotte, who's up past her bedtime, she's here tonight. Honey, you're the light of my life. Give her a round of applause. Thanks. That is a core memory right there. So now we have a joy ball. Went in there if you're an Inside Out fan. No, but watching you grow and explore and learn reminds me of why we do the work that we do. And I can't wait to dress up as Corey Carson later tonight and drive around the house. But this award belongs to everybody who shows up for the students, the teachers, the staff, the families, our incredible PTA. I mean, together we form a powerful team that's unmatched, and it goes the extra mile. So I want to thank you all for your continued partnership, and go Mustangs.
Next, I'd like to welcome Jessica Sovey to the stage. She is presenting Muraski's award.
Good evening, everyone. It's such an honor to introduce someone who truly embodies heart, dedication, and the question, how can I help? Joy is a proud mom of 3 incredible boys. Luke, her senior, Dean, her freshman, and Neil, her youngest, who's bravely headed off to the middle school next year. And whether Joy's ready for the middle school PTA or not, she's going, because I'm not going without her. For 20 years, she's been married to her husband, Rob, building a family rooted in love, patience, and probably a whole lot of carpooling for the boys. Through different stages of parenting, Joy has been the friend who simply shows up. She's helped me through countless parenting life lessons, sometimes with thoughtful advice from her own experience, sometimes just by listening, and sometimes by reminding me it's okay to feel that way. That quiet reassurance has meant more to me than she probably knows. Her service record is nothing short of amazing. She joined Strongsville Early Childhood PTA in 2011, somehow managed to be treasurer, assistant treasurer, membership chair, council delegate, and possibly secretary. Details are a little fuzzy. She's been a member of Muraski's PTA since 2013. She's been treasurer, secretary, room parent, head room parent, and led the birthday book club for nearly 9 years, adding an estimated 600 books to the school library. That's a legacy on shelves for years to come. She volunteers weekly at our community food bank here in Strongsville and has been a member of the Suburban Symphony Orchestra for 22 years. Did I say that right? Playing the oboe. She even used to play with the Strongsville Community Band. Joy leads with generosity, steadiness, and heart. She doesn't just ask how she can help, she helps. And we are all better that she does. Joy, thank you for being you. Thank you for being one of my best friends, and congratulations.
Thank you so much. It truly is an honor to be here to receive this award. I hope I can get through all the thank yous and everything before I break down and start crying and become a mess, even though Jess and I did vow that we would not cry or get, too teary-eyed or anything like that. So, wish me luck. Jess, thank you for nominating me. Thank you for all the great times partnering together on various projects. You're a great friend. You're so easy to work with. And thank you for saying all those wonderful things that I wrote down for you to say about me. I really appreciate that. You did a great job. Thank you. I, of course, want to thank my parents who are here in spirit. They showed me what service looks like. They were always helping neighbors, serving through church, their bowling leagues, and simply being there for others. I think their example helped shape who I am today. I want to thank my husband, Rob. See, this is where, I will. Rob, you are my light. You are my hero. Thank you for believing in me, for seeing the best in me, even when I can't always see those things myself. And thank you for always picking up my slack. Like just yesterday when you folded the laundry that had been in the dryer for like a day and a half, and then you put the next load in because I got distracted and didn't do that. So thank you. I couldn't do this without you. Our sons, Luke, Dean, and Neil. Raise your hand, boys, because I know you love being called out. Woo! You 3 are my reasons. Thank you for giving me perspective and for being the best helpers, whether it's sorting flyers or stuffing goodie bags or helping out at a PTA event. You make a difference. You show me what really matters, and I am so proud of all of you. And to the Muraski staff, you are all amazing. You are welcoming, collaborative, understanding, and you make it a pleasure to walk in the door to volunteer or just to drop something off or pick up a kid. It's such a pleasure. So give it up for Muraski and all the other staff and faculty. And of course to the entire Muraski PTA, many of whom are here tonight to support me. Thank you. Thanks for recognizing me with this award. We work together, we support one another. I'm grateful to those who encouraged me to take on new roles and to get more involved. I'm especially thankful for the forever friends that my family and I have made over the years. I really appreciate it, and thank you all. It definitely feels strange to accept this type of award for something that I'd be happy to do anyway, to volunteer, to give some time back to the school. I'm not in this for the videos or the TikToks or the likes or anything like that. And I realize that some of the work isn't glamorous. I think any past or present treasurer can agree that it's not always glamorous, but it's helpful, it's necessary, and it all matters. So I truly just want to help out where possible and do what is needed. At the end of the day, I want to leave this world in a better place than I found it. That's what PTA is about. People with different strengths and different gifts coming together for a common purpose, to make every child's potential a reality and create lasting memories. Thank you.
Yeah, it's really tight. I would next like to welcome Kate and Martin to the stage. Some of my two favorite ladies are right here, so.
I need her close to me. Okay. All right, tonight we get to celebrate someone who truly goes above and beyond, Danielle. Danielle, this PTA award is not just about the hours you've put in or the work you've done. It's about the heart behind every single thing you do for our school, our kids, and our community. You lead with vision, energy, and determination. From organizing fundraisers or coordinating donations, you make it all happen, and you make it look easy. But we all know that it's not easy and that it takes dedication, countless texts, long hours, and stressful last-minute hiccups. If there were a Hall of Fame for school bingo nights, Danielle would be inducted on the first ballot. She doesn't just get prizes, she finds the best deals at Bid FTA and all the liquidation stores like she's on a mission. She somehow manages to score the most exciting, kid-approved, and also parent-impressive prizes without breaking the budget too much. And let's not forget, those prizes don't magically appear the night of the event. They live in her house, in oversized bins, in her closets, all of her closets, all year long. If you've ever driven past Sorar's parking lot and seen someone patiently waiting beside a rented U-Haul collecting donations, that's Danielle. Because when she commits to something, she commits all the way. She'll rent the truck, she'll wait in the dark until late at night, she'll load every box, and she'll do it with a smile, knowing that it's all for the kids. She organized a beautiful mom sale. It was flawless, coordinated, and efficient. Every detail was thought through, especially figuring out how to lay hundreds of mums on the front lawn of Sorar during the height of dismissal. Speaking of dismissal, whether it was rainy or sunny, Danielle showed up every morning and afternoon for the first several weeks of school to ensure our new pickup and drop-off procedures went smoothly. She donned her reflective vest and waved her stop sign around, making sure everyone made it home safely. And then there's the parade float. It's not just any float. It's a full, over-the-top, balloon-covered, detail-packed, Taylor Swift-themed masterpiece. Because, of course, if we're doing a float, we're going to do it in era style. There was a theme, cutouts, backdrops, and endless amounts of friendship bracelets. Every tiny detail thoughtfully planned and executed. And where did this transformation happen? In her garage. Not just a few pictures or decor pieces, it was the whole actual trailer, parked inside, taking over the space for days. Her garage became a construction site, and Danielle was right in the middle of it all, making sure every detail was just right. And somehow, in addition to everything else, Danielle also gets the honor of putting the yearbook together, which would be much easier if we could actually get her any of the pictures. Every year, it's the same, please send us photos. And every year, we all say, oh, I have so many to send. And then we proceed to send exactly 0. Meanwhile, Danielle is hunting down screenshots, searching Facebook to find pictures, and politely reminding us 15 times that the deadline is actually real. The fact that a beautiful yearbook comes out every single year is nothing short of a miracle, and 100% Danielle. But as impressive as all of that is, what makes Danielle truly special isn't just what she does, it's who she is. As a mom, she's unmatched. You'll find her on the sidelines at baseball, cheering loudly at soccer, or timing and encouraging at swim meets. She shows up fully, enthusiastically, consistently. She shows up with snacks, not just for her husband or her own kids, but also for her less prepared friends' 4 children. Her kids know she's their biggest fan and their loudest cheerleader. The truth is, Danielle doesn't do any of this for recognition. She does it because she cares. She cares about the kids having fun, she cares about the school thriving, and she cares about building community. And she cares deeply about the people around her. This award represents the countless unseen hours, the packed closets full of prizes, the U-Haul rentals, garage-turned-parade float construction zones, organized mums, the deals hunted down, the donations collected, the sidelines cheered from, and the friendships strengthened along the way. Congratulations, this award is so well deserved.
Oh my gosh, I don't know if I can top that. Oh my gosh, well thank you all so much for this award, and thank you, Kate, for your beautiful speech. It's truly an honor. I'm really bad at speeches. Oh my gosh. Now my nose is running. Okay, I get so nervous. I don't know why, but I can do bingo all day long, but I can't do this. All right, so we're gonna keep this short and sweet. 5 years ago, my family and I decided to move to Strongsville from Indiana. 3 years ago, we decided to switch schools, and it was my first PTA meeting at Soror. It was Katie's first year of being president and my first year. And the only way I became part of the PTA was from Katie Drake, begging me to help join in on the fun. I was hoping to meet some new moms throughout the way, and oh, did I meet them. Lots of kids have filled my heart, and lots of moms have felt the same way. My first year, I jumped into bingo nights, where the prizes quickly took over my guest room, and every shopping trip turned into let's check the clearance section. To the next year, driving our first U-Haul and running over curbs, but hey, we brought those Savers donations and got the money for Soror. Over the past 3 years, the Soror moms and families have welcomed me and filled up my cup so much. We've all had so much fun together, from fun runs to mum sales to candy wars with hundreds of pieces of candy, to creating a yearbook of memories and building our first homecoming float with Kate's full force ideas. I jumped in to help wherever I needed, and I loved every minute of it. The Soror PTA, all you ladies have truly touched my heart. A huge thank you to my husband, Brian, and my kids who aren't here. But Brian has put up with me storing everything in our 3 closets that we currently have in the home, with all PTA blankets and bingo supplies. He supports me in any crazy idea that I have, including driving the homecoming float. And to my 2 sweet boys, Lincoln and Maverick, thank you for always being excited to see me in the hallway, even when kids ask, oh, is your mom gonna be here again? Yep, she sure is. I'm there at everything. I'll never miss a moment to see my boys and volunteer my time for them. Thank you all again for this wonderful honor. Thank you all to the Soror moms. And I am excited to see where middle school and Soror take us next year. Thank you.
Okay, I would like to bring up and welcome to the stage Jackie Steffi, who is presenting Whitney's Ohio PTA Achievement Award.
Thank you, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Can you hear me okay? I've never had to hold a microphone. Oh, okay. Oh. Okay. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for everyone who helped in hosting this event tonight. It is truly an honor to stand before you tonight and present the PTA Founders Day Award, an award that recognizes individuals who have rendered outstanding service to children and our youth. This recognition is not simply about volunteering time, it is about heart, it's about impact, it's about quiet, consistent dedication that changes the experience of a child's day, and sometimes their entire path. Tonight, we proudly recognize Chris Najim. Sorry, I knew I was gonna mess it up. Chris embodies the very spirit of the PTA. Her commitment to our students goes far beyond showing up. She steps up, whether she's supporting school initiatives, volunteering behind the scenes, encouraging the staff with personalized welcome back notes, or simply being a steady, positive presence for our families. Chris leads with kindness and purpose. Chris has been instrumental in helping Whitney Elementary secure multiple grants and fundraising that directly benefit our students and staff. Because of her dedication, persistence, and belief in what our school deserves, Whitney has received funding that has expanded our opportunities and enriched experiences for our children in meaningful ways. One of the most visible and lasting examples of her impact is the newly built shelter at Whitney. Chris played a key role in helping us secure the funding to make that vision a reality. The shelter is more than a structure. It's a gathering place. It's a learning space, a symbol of what happens when someone believes enough to push an idea forward. Future students will benefit from it for years to come, and that legacy is part of her gift to the school. This is sadly Chris's last year on the Whitney PTA board, as her son is joining his big sister at the middle school next year. But beyond the grants and the projects, we will miss her dearly. We will miss her thoughtful questions at meetings, her willingness to step in without being asked, and the way she quietly gets things done without ever needing recognition. And while we celebrate Chris tonight, we also recognize that service like this is supported by her family. Her husband, Jeremy, and her 2 children share her time and her heart with our school and community. Their support allows her to give so much, and we are grateful to her family as well. We, the Whitney Elementary PTA, also recognize and want to thank the Whitney faculty and staff, most importantly, our dedicated PTA principal, Mrs. Hawk. Lastly, Chris, your leadership, your advocacy, and your unwavering dedication has strengthened Whitney Elementary in lasting ways. You have made a measurable, visible, and heartfelt difference in the lives of our students and our school. You are leaving a big footprint and shoes for us to follow in, and for that, we thank you. It is my great privilege to present the PTA Founders Day Award to Chris. Please join me in congratulating her.
Thank you, Jackie. That was very sweet. I do want to thank everyone very much for this honor. I am truly humbled. My PTA journey started like how most Whitney moms' journeys begin, when our resident recruiter, Mrs. Michelle Moles, told me, "It's just grant writing, Chris. You can do it." And I said, "I don't know if I have the time for that, Michelle." But my introverted self thought, "I can do it. I do love writing. Sounds like my kind of non-commitment commitment." Little did I know what she was actually getting me into and how it would spiral into so much more. "It's just secretary, Chris. You can do it. You're so organized." Okay, Michelle, just 1 year. Here we are 2 years later. But honestly, I don't regret it. I'm just a mom who loves any excuse to see my kids during the school day and support their teachers. At first, I was nervous about fitting in. I'm far from perfect. I'm blunt, I'm moody, I'm direct, and sometimes I'm cranky, and my face doesn't hide it. But this PTA family has accepted me anyway, my good, my bad, and my ugly. Whitney PTA has shown me that while hard work makes things happen, being kind and inclusive is what makes the work matter. I've learned so many different perspectives here, become more open-minded, and made some of the best friends of my life. I'm just one person, a kid who grew up as an outsider, always wanting to fit in, which is why making sure everyone feels valued and included, even if they are different, is what drives me every single day. If kindness can make a difference in just one child's life, my children or someone else's, if they remember one moment of having fun because of a PTA event, then that means something. So like Jackie said, that's why I'll continually be the person who asks a million questions and remains one of the most frugal persons in the room, because I want every penny and every moment to count for all our kids. Their little smiles make it all the hard work worth it. At the end of the day, I'm an imperfect person and a far from perfect mom. But I hope by showing that I care, my kids see it and imitate it, and just maybe I've made a difference in someone else's life, just like Whitney PTA has made a difference in mine. I've enjoyed every moment of the not-so-simple reality Michelle lured me into 3 years ago, including all my Zen late-night grant writing sessions and meeting-minute organizing sessions. Working with the board over the last 2 years has definitely grown my collaboration skills, but more importantly, it has grown our friendships. To my fellow board members, my chauffeurs, my sounding boards, and holder of my tears when I'm too stressed out, thank you so much, Bethany, Carol, Molly, Jackie, and Michelle. I appreciate all of you, and I'm proud to call you my friends. As our time at Whitney will be ending very shortly, and I know I'm going to be a big old mess on 5th grade recognition, so add tissues to the list. We can find it in the budget. I want to thank our teachers too, and especially our principal, Mrs. Hawk. It's not an easy job you have, which is why I didn't become a teacher, but you truly made a difference in the Najem household, leaving a mark on all our hearts. Please remember how important you are to all of us. I've sincerely enjoyed working with all of you. And finally, I'd be remiss if I didn't thank my best friend and wonderful husband of 20 years, Jeremy. He picks up the slack and even gets wrangled into a few PTA events. Thank you for everything that you do, babe. And to my 2 beautiful babies, yes, I know that's gonna embarrass you, but you will always be my babies. Neela and Adrian, I've enjoyed every party and every event with both of you. Everything I do is for all 3 of you. You are my life, and I love you all. Thank you again for this honor.
Next, I would like to welcome Maggie Koza to the stage to present the Strongsville Middle School Ohio PTA Achievement Award.
Oh, wow, you chose that picture. That's a decade old, I think. Wow, my hair changed. Anyway, so yeah, I'm Maggie Koza, and I am beyond excited to be here to celebrate all of our recipients tonight, as well as the past recipients, but especially to my wonderful friend, Michelle Mano. I remember when I first started working with Michelle through Soror PTA back in the fall of 2017, when we were both brand new to the elementary school scene. From there, she has always filled any spot needed for volunteering and has even served as a council delegate and a headroom parent. She has helped out with bingo, book fair, and fun run. Coming to the middle school, she has served as a very diligent recording secretary. She goes above and beyond to make sure all students, staff, and parents are considered in decisions. She is also everyone's hype girl and voice of reason when a situation arises that requires some tough love. Beyond her PTA roles, she is a mom to Madeline and a wife to Nick. See, I included him. She has worked at the same nonprofit for almost 20 years, doing social policy research. Other roles include vice president of her church congregation, working on the board of directors for the Cleveland Furniture Bank. She also helps build awareness for criminal justice issues with the Greater Cleveland congregations. Michelle was also a member of Diversity Council and has participated in mock interviews and events like Reality Day. She is truly a great person to be around teenage kids. She is a strong advocate not only for her own and not just for the kids. She is also the kind of PTA member that really understands the importance of parent engagement and inclusion for all. She also shares a very important birthday with Toby and Derek, which I thought was very rare. When she told me that her birthday was December 29th, I literally thought nobody else had that birthday. Sure enough, we found someone. Michelle, I'm so grateful for our friendship. I love that you think of me as a date. Sorry, Nick. See, I mentioned him again. When you need a Playhouse Square companion. In fact, I really did think about singing this, but it's been so long since I've trained, so I relaxed on that. I also was going to use ChatGPT, but thanks to Cameron's email for putting me in place, I used my brain, and it came up with this, so no ChatGPT was required. None of my friends back home would ever sit and talk about the things in the playbill with me like you do and make my inner musical nerd happy. I meant what I said about how inclusive you are and how much you hype me up, but it's also important to note that you also hold me accountable when I might be taking it too far. I'm also moody. Having friends like you with these traits surely helps all of us be the best examples to our kids and community. I do have to end this with something incredibly cheesy. We're about to have high school kids. And it's just crazy how we've gotten here already. And in honor of tonight, I wore my Back to the Future pin, which we did see as a musical, which was great, by the way. You got to go see it. Back to the Future as a musical was just fantastic. I would like to quote the famous Doc Brown and tell you, your future is whatever you make it, so make it a good one. Congratulations, Michelle.
Good evening. Thank you so much. So, I'm not from around here. Nick, who Maggie mentioned and I forgot to write in, but I'm going to surely do that now. Nick and our daughter Madeline moved to the district when she was just 3. And as someone who worked from home since before it was popular, I saw the opportunity to join PTA as a chance for me to meet people and develop my own sense of community. My only regret is not knowing there was a place for me in PTA even before Madeline started kindergarten, which is something I do now make sure all young parents know so they don't make the same mistake I did. So PTA has always been about me. Sure, we do things to support the teachers and the students, but it's really been an outlet for me to meet other people going through the same things that I am. And boy, have I connected with a lot of really kick-butt women, many of you in this room. How lucky are we? As a full-time working mom, I don't have a laundry list of all these amazing things I've ever done for PTA. I just never thrown myself into big projects. But I've always tried to be as supportive as possible whenever an activity is going on. And I feel so blessed to have spent time in the cafeteria, in the classroom, on field trips, at dances, with my daughter and her classmates, or even in meetings. And when I couldn't make it, occasionally I did volunteer Nick to help out. So he has been a big supporter. But I've been even more blessed to connect with other parents over meals, or drinks, or sleepovers, or books we're reading, at workout classes we're taking, or just randomly seeing each other around town. And all of these memories will stick with me forever, as will so many of the friends that I've met along the way. So thank you, Nick and Madeline, for putting up with all the time I spend out of the house helping, and I'm so grateful for the recognition of my contributions, however small they are. Thanks.
I would now like to welcome to the stage Kelly Preserin to present the Strongsville High School Ohio Achievement Award.
Good evening. Can you hear me? Good evening, everyone. Tonight, the high school PTA is honored to recognize someone who truly exemplifies service and leadership in our community, Margaret Klinzing. A little background. So by the time you get to the high school, and it always comes to this award, and there, we get to the meeting, it's like, okay, we got to pick out. We kind of all look around each other like, because there's literally only 5 of us left. And everyone's gotten it. So when we came up with the idea, we said Margaret. I said, there's no way. I'm sure she had it, but thank God she didn't, because I don't know who would be standing here. From her early career as a teacher and school counselor to raising her 3 children here in Strongsville, Margaret has always been dedicated to supporting students and families. Within our PTA, she has generously given her time to after prom, the homecoming parade, fundraising initiatives, and teacher appreciation, always stepping in whenever help is needed and always with a positive spirit. Her commitment to service extends far beyond our schools. She has volunteered with the Strongsville Emergency Food Bank, served as an ESOL volunteer for adult learners, supported Kids Hope and the FAST program, and has taken on leadership roles as president of the Strongsville Kiwanis and the Winspiration Foundation, as well as directing Seize the Day Kindness Camp. Did I say that right? Okay. Margaret leads with a heart, generosity, and a deep love for this community. Please join me in congratulating Margaret on this very well-deserved PTA award.
Thank you so much, Kelly. I really appreciate it. I just want to say thank you. I always feel like I know my purpose. I feel like I was put on the earth with a purpose to help people, and it's been very inspiring to, I was saying to my daughter, I think there's probably some men in the PTA too, but with all these women, individuals, people who I think have a similar purpose. So I want to say thank you for the opportunity to serve, and thank you for the opportunity to be so involved with my children. I started out at Drake and then Moraski and then the middle school, and then now I'm at the high school with my daughter Madeline, and I'm so inspired by you, and I'm so inspired by our teachers and the staff here. I feel very grateful to be able to raise my kids in a place that's so special. So thank you so much.
I would like to welcome to the stage Dr. Ryba, who did not use ChatGPT for his speech either.
I actually did write a speech, we were saying, a couple years ago, all by ChatGPT, and shared it here. But Margaret, I just want to let you know, I've been a PTA second vice president for 11 years. So I'm one of the lone men doing great work. But first of all, if we can just give a great round of applause. This is always such a wonderful evening. And to Katie and Michelle and Roxanne and the whole team that helped support putting tonight on. So please, if you put your hands together and recognize them. So I just have a few brief comments, and I wanted to let you all on in a little secret, if you don't mind, before I start. I don't know if you know this, but my job hasn't been real fun lately. But, yes. But I love my job, and I just want to say a sincere thank you. When I came in this evening and got a chance to talk to many of you, one of the first things you said to me was that you're thinking about me, that you're making sure I'm doing okay, and that gives me strength, and I just want to say thank you for your kind words. You know, so it's during times like this that I try to remind myself of something simple, that the good in our lives often depends on our willingness to notice it. And PTA Founders Day is one of those moments. It's a special night that shines a spotlight on the good things going on in our district, and it's truly a privilege to be here with you tonight to celebrate our honorees. I was at a conference last week and I was talking to a gentleman, and he shared something that stuck with me. He said, you know, as parents, our job is to model what we want to see in our children, and when we see it, celebrate it. And each and every one of you in this room has celebrated a relentless effort towards the service of others. You have been the model for your kids, and that will pay dividends for all of us in the future. Because there's a Greek proverb, I've shared it with our administrative team, it's one that I've adapted to schools, and it's kind of special to me. It says, well, how I've adapted it shares, the school district grows great when we plant trees whose shade we may never sit in. And so tonight we've heard about the great events, the bingo, the floats, and all the things that our kids are going to remember. But all of you in this room that were honored, and those of you that do all the work behind the scenes, are truly planting the trees that are going to create benefits for our kids for generations to come. So Aaron, Elise, Nicole, Jill, Lou, I wanted to say, Lou, is Charlotte still up? She's hanging in there? I need a hype person like Charlotte when I get on stage to have that excitement. That was awesome. But Danielle, Chris, Michelle, and Margaret, many of you I've had the privilege to work with over the years. Some I'm just hearing for the first time about your incredible contributions. But I want to thank all of you for planting those trees. Thank you for being good people, doing good things on behalf of our children. So we appreciate all that you've done for our district, for one another, and for our community. And thank you for your service to our district. Everyone have a great evening.
So I get to wrap it up. Thank you guys so much for being here. I will say this over and over again. Nothing happens because of, well, let me say it again, sorry. We don't run unless you guys show up. I'm so grateful to our amazing PTAs, all the members. We have one of the best PTAs in the state, to be honest with you. You all do so much, and none of this would be possible without any of you. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. It is my honor to serve as your council president. I also want to make a quick housekeeping announcement. All award winners, please come to the stage so we can take a picture of everyone together. And thank you to Jim Carbone for being here. I saw you sneak in, so I wanted to say thank you to our council, too. We partner with the city in a lot of things, including the parade, but you guys have been such a great support. We really have an amazing community in Strongsville. All right, everyone have a good night. Thanks for putting up with my rambling. I appreciate it. Oh, wait, I wanted to thank the amazing Michelle Hill. I am so sorry. She engineered this whole thing. I have flowers for you. She's been working on this since September, and I'm so sorry. Michelle, come get your flowers. Thank you for everything. Okay, now everyone can go, so thanks.
Good.